Hey, welcome to the Coin Box. Today we're taking an in-depth look at every finish that has ever been produced on an American Silver Eagle. The 6 finishes we're going to look at are the Bullion, Proof, Burnished, Reverse Proof, Enhanced Uncirculated, and Enhanced Reverse Proof finishes. So, let's get started. Since the final issue of the Type 1 American Silver Eagle, or ASE as I may call them, was in 2021, this is the complete and definitive list of every finish ever produced on a Silver Eagle. In this video, we'll go from the most common finish to the rarest finish. So we'll start with the ASE, which is generally not referred to by its finish. In fact, you'll have a hard time finding an official name for the finish on the common American Silver Eagle. We'll call these the Bullion American Silver Eagles in this video, but you may also hear them referred to as Business Strike Uncirculated, Brilliant Uncirculated, or simply BU Silver Eagles. But we'll come back to that in just a minute. Keep in mind that all ASEs, regardless of their finish, can be referred to as bullion coins, but thinking specifically about the finish on the common ASE, we'll call it the Bullion Finish in this video. The Bullion Finish is a uniform satin-like finish across both the fields and the design and inscriptions of the coin. It is a coin intended for those looking to invest in a government-backed silver bullion coin, including silver stackers and those looking to expand their investment portfolio. Several of my viewers have asked me about the equivalent of these finishes on the Silver Libertad series and how you would translate these finishes in Spanish. So, when applicable, I'll give the equivalent or translation of each finish. In this case, the equivalent to the Bullion Finish would be the satin finish on Libertads, which in Spanish is acabado satín, acabado meaning finish. The Bullion Silver Eagle is by far the most common and has been minted every year since 1986. Bullion ASEs do not carry a mint mark and are not sold directly to consumers by the US Mint. As for the key dates of this finish, 1986 might be considered by some to be a key date because it was the first year of issue. As a side note, personally I find it somewhat humorous when I hear someone say that a certain year of Bullion Silver Eagles was a low mintage year. The truth is they have been produced on a massive scale every year since 1986. The 1996 issue had the lowest mintage of the Bullion Silver Eagles at 3,603,386 coins, so it's rightly considered to be a key date of the series. But one thing is lowest mintage and another is low mintage. I personally wouldn't consider a mintage of 3.6 million coins to be low mintage. For comparison, the highest mintage of any Libertad is 2.5 million, and that's rounding up. Here's another way of looking at it. If the ASE had only been minted for 6 years, from 1986 until 1991, even then there would still be 6 million more Silver Eagles than all the Bullion Libertads ever minted over a span of 41 years. Or try this, and by the way, we could do this with 6 different years, but if we take the highest mintage year of the Bullion Silver Eagle, 2015, there were 47 million Silver Eagles in 1 year alone compared to 34 million Libertads ever minted. So I'm sorry, but there's simply no such thing as a low mintage date Bullion Silver Eagle, only a lowest mintage date. Having said that, I know there are also condition rarity key dates, but we won't focus on that in this video. Next up is the Proof Finish, which features a mirror-like background on the fields of the coin and a frosted finish on the raised elements of the coin, including the design and inscriptions. From here on out, the rest of these finishes are geared specifically toward collectors and are sold directly to the public by the US Mint. In Spanish, the Proof Finish is called acabado espejo, which translates to mirror finish, although most collectors also simply refer to it by its English name, Proof. The Proof Finish was also first minted in 1986 and every year since, except for 2009. It was minted in San Francisco from 1986 to 1992, then in Philadelphia from 93 to 2000, at West Point from 2001 through 2016, and from 2017 through 2021, there are both W and S proofs, with the S proofs having the lower mintage of the two. The 1995 W proof is not only the key date of proofs, but also boasts the second lowest mintage of any American Silver Eagle ever minted at 30,000 coins. Another date I chose to put on this list is the 2016 proof, simply because it is the only proof to feature edge lettering commemorating the 30th anniversary of the series. And finally, the highly sought after and more recent 2020 W proof commemorating the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II with a privy mark. And here's where things get interesting and very confusing, because now we'll look at the uncirculated finish, which is also known as the burnished, burnished uncirculated, or W uncirculated finish. In this video, we will simply call it the burnished finish because, unlike the US Mint, I find no use in needlessly confusing people. Before 2006, the US Mint described the Bullion Silver Eagles as having an uncirculated finish. That changed abruptly with the release of the W Uncirculated Eagles, so now the US Mint only defines these burnished coins as having an uncirculated finish. That has caused quite a bit of confusion, which is why most everyone else, myself included, calls this a burnished finish to make a clear distinction between the bullion and burnished silver eagles. Honestly, I don't understand why the US Mint would stick with such a general and confusing term to refer to a specific finish that they essentially created. The burnished finish is a uniform matte-like finish across both the fields and the design and inscriptions of the coin. It is visually very similar to the bullion finish. As I mentioned previously, the bullion ASEs are also commonly referred to and described as uncirculated silver eagles. That's because 95% of the time, the term uncirculated is used to describe the condition of a coin and not its finish. Even the US Mint acknowledges that the term uncirculated can refer to the manufacturing process or finish of a coin, its grade or condition, or to refer to a coin that hasn't been circulated in everyday commerce. And here's what the US Mint said about the finish back when it was first released in 2006. These coins feature the same finish as their bullion counterparts, but unlike the bullion coins, these bear a mint mark and have a different manufacturing process. Specifically, the planchettes used for the uncirculated coins are burnished, while those used for the bullion coins are not. So I guess what they're saying is it's basically the same finish with a different finish. Anyway, collectors, third-party graders, and just about everyone else uses the term burnished instead of uncirculated, so I really wish the Mint's marketing department would get on board here instead of stubbornly holding on to the term uncirculated, and in the process creating so much unnecessary confusion. All burnished silver eagles have a W mint mark, and in 2011, an S burnished was also minted for the 25th anniversary set. Some key dates are the first year of issue in 2006, which was sold individually and in the 20th anniversary set, the aforementioned 2011 S, which is the only non-W burnished ASE, and the 2016 30th anniversary lettered edge edition, since the proof and burnished coins from that year are the only two silver eagles ever minted with a lettered edge. Next up is the reverse proof finish, which was only ever minted to include in sets and was never sold individually. A reverse proof coin has an inverted proof finish, which features a frosted background and a brilliant mirror-like finish on the raised elements of the coin, including the design and inscriptions. The Libertad equivalent is the acabado mate brillo, although the mate brillo Libertad is not, strictly speaking, a reverse proof finish, but that's a topic for a different video. The reverse proof finish can be found with 3 different mint marks and was only minted 5 years. I've listed them all as key dates here because if you own one of them, you already have something special. But the lowest mintage of the group is the 2011 P, which comes in the 25th anniversary coin set. Our final 2 finishes are both single-year issues. The Enhanced Uncirculated finish features 3 different finishes which are combined to highlight various elements of the design. The Mint describes the 3 finishes as uncirculated, heavy frosted, and a new light frosted finish. I'll be honest, the name they chose for this finish is yet another head scratcher from the US Mint. Again, they're free to call it whatever they want, but visually it looks a lot more like a proof coin than an uncirculated coin. So a better name probably would have been an enhanced proof finish. The fields on both sides of the coin have the new light frosted finish, while the design has a combination of uncirculated and heavy frosted finishes. But what the Mint calls an uncirculated finish here is nothing like what they call an uncirculated finish on the burnished coin. It's a lot more like the brilliant mirror-like finish on a reverse proof coin. So while the US Mint gets points for creativity on this finish, they definitely don't get any points on consistency and clarity when it comes to naming this special finish. The Enhanced Uncirculated Silver Eagle was minted in 2013 as part of the West Point Mint 2 coin set with a total mintage of only 235,689 coins. And finally, we've come to the scarcest finish ever minted on a silver eagle, the Enhanced Reverse Proof finish. The Mint finally got not only the name right, but just about everything else right on this coin. It's a stunningly beautiful finish which features the same frosted background as a reverse proof coin, but what sets it apart are the multiple polished and frosted finishes applied to different isolated design elements. This finish was created specifically for the 2019 W coin in the Pride of Two Nations 2 coin set, but was subsequently issued with an S mint mark, which had an extremely low mintage of only 29,909 coins, making it the lowest mintage of any American Silver Eagle ever. Next up, here are some brief comparisons between some of these finishes. As noted previously, the bullion and burnished silver eagles are extremely similar. The main differences are the mint mark, slight differences in finish and detail, OGP, and distribution. Is the burnished finish worth paying a premium for? I don't think so, but if you like them, suit yourself. I only have one burnished eagle of each type, the Type 1 and Type 2, and that's all I need. The reverse proof finish is the exact inverse of a proof finish, as you can see here, so anything frosted on one will be polished on the other, and vice versa. Again, the enhanced uncirculated probably should have been called an enhanced proof, since it shares more in common visually with a proof coin than with a burnished finish. The two enhanced finishes are also visually an inverse of each other, except for the date and its surrounding area, but everything else is inversely frosted or polished on each coin. Now, if I had to rank these 6 finishes, I would give the first place prize to the enhanced reverse proof, followed immediately by the reverse proof, the enhanced uncirculated, then the proof, the bullion, and finally the burnished silver eagle. Now, I'm going to bet this is not the way you would rank them, so let me know in the comments below what your favorite finish is and how you would rank them differently. If you want to own at least one coin of each finish, there are many ways you can go about putting your set together, but if you aren't intent on getting all the key dates and simply want one of each on a budget, here's how I did it. Believe it or not, I've been planning on making this video for a long time, so many of these coins were some of the very first silver coins I ever purchased about 3 years ago. You probably already own a bullion silver eagle, but if you don't, just buy the cheapest, nicest example you can find, since their prices don't vary too much from year to year. I purchased some 2020 Type 1 bullion silver eagles back when it was still thought that they would be the last year of issue. The first proof American silver eagle I bought was the 2016 30th anniversary edition with edge lettering, because that way I not only got the proof finish, but also one of the few silver eagles with edge lettering. As for the burnished finish, I bought the 2015 issue, although in retrospect I wish I had gotten the 2016 issue since it also has a lettered edge. I then purchased the 2013 West Point Mint 2-coin set, which is the only way to get the enhanced uncirculated coin in OGP, and because I got the reverse proof finish in the set as well. I also bought the 2019 Pride of Two Nations 2-coin set, which was the subject of my second video ever on the channel 2 years ago. I like sets, and besides, I wasn't about to pay up for the 2019 S Enhanced Reverse Proof, so I completed my 6 different finishes with the 2019 W Enhanced Reverse Proof in this set. Let me know your thoughts on the different finishes in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and share it with a numismatic friend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.